We know Mass Effect 5 is still a long way from release, but one of the questions that some of us always wonder is what direction BioWare will take for the next game, whenever that is the plot, gameplay, or the player character. Although I've covered quite a bit on the player character in one of my previous videos, which you can view in the description below, one thing that comes to mind is, will BioWare think of putting us into the perspective of a non-human character? So today we're going to discuss just that, and without further ado, let's dive into the video. Mass Effect is one of the most iconic game series of all time, and it has truly captured the imaginations of players around the world with its deep lore, fascinating characters and breathtaking visuals. But one of the most exciting aspects of the game is the opportunity to explore the galaxy and encounter alien races. Mass Effect so far has only offered a human perspective, either as a male or a female. Alien races are playable, but only in either Mass Effect 3's multiplayer or Mass Effect Andromeda's. But imagine the possibilities if you could play as a Turian, a Krogan, a Sari, or even a Quarian in the single player experience of Mass Effect. This would not only provide a new perspective and invoke curiosity in the game, but it would also allow for more dynamic storytelling. Each race has their own history and culture, and allowing players to experience the game from their perspective would add a whole new layer of depth to their story. The idea would also open the door to many levels of immersion and innovation of Mass Effect's gameplay. For example, Asari would have more biotic abilities and be able to use them more efficiently as they have natural biotic powers, unlike other races who have to get the power via advanced implantation. Turians would have more strength on the combat side of things due to their materialistic nature and discipline. And Krogan will have more of a Vanguard sort of style in gameplay, so there is a lot of room for innovative and unique gameplay, and it would make sense to have alien races as the main characters, as although the next Mass Effect is going to be a sequel to the original trilogy, there are no loose ends that really need to be tied up. I mean, the plot hole left by the Dark Energy part line is kind of a loose end, but what I mean is that the trilogy ended in a way where either a reboot or a sequel with a different player character could happen, and the next game is likely setting up a new trilogy and narrative with the events that happened before being canon. However, there may be some challenges implementing this feature, especially for a small studio like BioWare. Each race will have to have its own unique abilities and characteristics, which would need to be balanced against the other playable races. And also, we can't have all our favourite alien species in the game. BioWare will have to be very specific on the alien races that are in the game. BioWare should have 3 races maximum, but one race that could possibly be the player protagonist according to the N7 deities is none other than our favourite robots, the Geth. The Geth have been indicated to be a major part of the next Mass Effect, with the N7 2021 poster showing a crate that resembles the Geth. And in 2022 we got a further indication to the Geth's return as we heard what sounded like Geth talking to Liara Tassoni in decrypted audio from the teaser, which we'll listen to now.
I can see it. How did we miss this? Exactly. The Council will be furious, although they should know by now not to underestimate human defiance. Perhaps was the most endearing trait.
So as you heard there, the weird sounds that are replying to what Liara is saying sound like the Geth, giving us further evidence that our former foes and now friends are indeed returning. As for how they return remains to be seen, as they were thought to be dead in the Destroy ending. But some may have escaped to Andromeda, or the Destroy ending is getting a slight retcon that allows other synthetics to live. Either way, the Geth as the player protagonist could be quite fun, and it would be interesting to see what it's like from the Geth's point of view. Now this is just me speculating, and you should take this with a pinch of salt, but it would be a dream to see BioWare put us into another species' point of view. And if done correctly, the inclusion of playable alien races would be an absolute game changer for Mass Effect. It would open a new world of possibilities for players to be engaged and immersed in the Mass Effect universe. And it would provide the franchise with a fresh coat of paint, with a new experience for old and new players. And it would further cement the franchise as one of the true masterpieces of the video game industry. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like if you have not already, subscribe and smash the bell button for notifications, and I'll see you next time. Take care.